My lords and members of the House of Commons, my husband and I look forward eagerly to the series of visits we shall make next year in the Commonwealth.
Despite several sectors being dominated by males, some women have stood out in their excellence and continue to take the world by storm. These powerful women are whom a lot of other ladies around the world look up to for various reasons. Let's look at these women that are topping several industries, including politics, finance, business, and entertainment. Oprah Winfrey. This television producer, actress, philanthropist, and media executive is as famous and powerful as they come. At least, you might have heard about her award-winning talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, which started airing in 1986. Within a year of the show getting on television, it had earned more than $100 million in revenue, and $30 million out of this went to Oprah. And this was the beginning of more than 2 decades of excellence on television. Oprah's show became one of the most respected ones in the television industry. While others focused more on over-the-top drama and the latest news on tabloids, Oprah took a personal approach. She would interview guests, and this got a lot of people interested. Even her other segments were huge hits. Eventually, it all paid off, as Oprah Winfrey became the first black female billionaire. She is also always at the forefront of advocacy for the girl child with her Oprah's Angel Network, raising more than $50 million for several charitable donations. As an actress, Oprah featured in movies like Beloved, The Butler, and The Color Purple. This powerful woman is still breaking barriers and doing incredible things. Up next is Ellen DeGeneres. Everyone knows Ellen DeGeneres as that lively comedian who shocked the world when she came out as gay on air at a time when it wasn't common to do so. This famous American comedian was very vocal about LGBTQ rights and representation as she worked through various roles on television. Her lengthy career started with stand-up comedy, which attracted the attention of the right people and earned her a spot on The Tonight Show. Ellen DeGeneres was the first female comic who would join Jimmy Carson on his famed couch during the show. She was also the only female to do that. So you could say her journey into the world of the rich and famous started out breaking records, and it was going to be the first of many. Finally, she got her television show called Ellen. Then, in April 1997, her character was the first lead in sitcom history to openly come out as gay. However, what people didn't know was that it was more than a role in a television sitcom. Time magazine had the words, "Yep, I'm gay," in large red font, and then the backlash started pouring in from the public and ABC executives. However, Ellen got on The Oprah Winfrey Show, and then her talk show Ellen came on the scene in 2003. This show had so much success that it won a record 11 daytime Emmys and has more than 50 awards for a daytime talk show. Currently, Ellen DeGeneres is worth almost $500 million, and she is still taking on roles in the television industry. Up next is Queen Elizabeth II. Having held power as a British monarch for more than 60 years, are we really surprised that Queen Elizabeth is one of the most powerful women in the world? With a net worth of about $600 million, she was crowned in Westminster Abbey when the Queen was just 27 years old. Since then, she has lived a relatively quiet life. Well, as quiet as the royal family can get. Although the monarchy is not known to interfere in political matters, she still has regular discussions with British Prime Minister and handles a few affairs of the country. Up next is Christine Lagarde. Christine Lagarde is one woman who is shaping the way women are being viewed in the male-dominated global finance industry. This French lawyer and politician first made history as the first female member of the Baker and McKenzie Executive Committee in Paris in 1995. Then, she went on to serve as the first female finance minister in France in 2007. After her 4-year tenure, Christine became the managing director of the International Monetary Fund. You could say she is a rock star in the world of international finance. However, her credibility was threatened when she was found guilty of negligence in December 2016. At the time, Christine was involved in a dispute where Bernard Tapie claimed he had been defrauded by a state-owned institution. Since Christine didn't contest the arbitration, which awarded Tapie more than $500 million, it was inevitable that the public would be really angry about this. However, she got no jail time, and this didn't stop her steady rise to the top of the financial ladder. She eventually got approved as the president of the European Central Bank in 2019, a position she is doing really great at. that. Her net worth is about $6 million. Up next is Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates is not just popular because she is the wife of billionaire Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. She is a powerhouse as well, even being a major part of the success of Microsoft. In 1987, she started working as a product manager at the company where she would meet her future husband. At the time, she worked on a budget-friendly travel resource called Expedia. No doubt about it, Melinda is one of the most powerful women in philanthropy as she owns the William H. Gates Foundation alongside her husband. Initially, the aim of this foundation, created in 1994, was to place Microsoft products and computers across different libraries in the United States. 5 years later, this foundation was combined with the Gates Learning Foundation and the Gates Library Foundation to form the popular Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The impact of this foundation has been felt in several countries around the world. Melinda has worked actively to help solve global health and poverty issues through this charitable foundation. One of her many boss moves was to donate more than $500 million in 2012 towards increased access to contraception for women in countries where it wasn't readily available. Her philanthropic work caught the attention of several dignitaries, including the President of the United States in 2015. Barack Obama presented both Melinda and her husband Bill with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Melinda Gates is worth about $70 billion. Up next is Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner's journey towards being named by Forbes in 2019 as the youngest ever self-made billionaire was a steady rise that was influenced by the popularity of the Kardashian-Jenner family. The popular show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, had her being featured on reality television alongside her sisters. With this, she was able to build up so much social media presence that by February 2020, she had gotten more than 160 million followers. However, she launched her cosmetics and makeup company in 2015, a move that contributed to her Forbes mention. This brand started with the Kylie Lip Kit, which was a huge success. And then she included the lip liner and liquid lipstick in her cosmetic line. This businesswoman and reality television star then went on to include a wide range of cosmetic products in her fast-growing company. By 2018, Forbes had announced that this brand was worth about $800 million, and in 2019, it grew to about $900 million. But Kylie Jenner wasn't done yet. She launched Kylie Skin as another branch of her cosmetic company. In November 2019, Coty Inc., a fragrance and cosmetic giant, bought a 51% stake in Kylie Cosmetics for about $600 million. Kylie continues to focus on her brand, and this powerful woman is having a field day in the world of entrepreneurship. Up next is Susan Wojcicki. In 2014, it was announced that Susan Wojcicki would take over as the CEO of YouTube. However, she already had an impressive track record before this amazing appointment. Susan was the senior vice president at Google, where she monitored their marketing department. Thanks to this smart woman, AdWords came to life, and Google was able to make a lot of revenue from its search engine in 2000. Her idea was that Google needed to introduce clickable text-only advertisements to its search pages, and it worked out great. Later, Susan launched AdSense, which further revolutionized the use of ads on Google and across the web. Now, as the CEO of YouTube, she has made a tremendous impact on this platform that has more than 1 billion users monthly. YouTube is still growing, and you won't be watching this video right now if this powerful woman wasn't doing something right. Up next is Michelle Obama. The one-time First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama was more than your average First Lady. While she occupied this position, Michelle was at the forefront of issues surrounding education, healthy living, and poverty. She got her degree in sociology at Princeton University before attending Harvard Law School. It was while she was practicing as a lawyer at Sidley Austin, a Chicago firm, that she met her husband, Barack Obama. However, she had her first taste of national spotlight when Barack Obama became an Illinois senator. Then he went on to serve 2 terms as President of the United States. During this time, Michelle stole several hearts with her powerful speeches. Being an excellent public speaker, she knew how to command a room, and even after retiring from public politics, she still gets a lot of attention. Michelle is currently working alongside her husband as the leader of the Obama Foundation, through which they are trying to give back to the community. Up next is Ginny Rometty. Finally, let's talk about the woman who started out at IBM as a systems engineer in 1981, but became the first ever female president of the company 30 years later. That is none other than Ginny Rometty, a female CEO at a time when this position was quite scarce. Sure, we have former female CEOs like Meg Whitman of Packard Enterprise and Indra Nooya of PepsiCo that were quite impressive during their tenure, but Ginny is a step above the rest. Being in charge of one of the most important companies in the United States is no easy feat. The chairwoman businesswoman, president, and CEO of IBM, brought focus on this brand as a solutions company and got listed on Fortune magazine's 50 most powerful women in business for her efforts. The beautiful thing about this is that she got on this list 10 years in a row, with her net worth currently being about $60 million. Ginny made her mark at IBM and retired in December 2020. However, this American business executive is still focused on other aspects of her life, like philanthropy and being the co-chairman at 110. And there you have it. These are some of the most powerful women in the world. Which one is your favorite on this list? And who else do you think should have made our list? Let me know in the comments. And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching.